Good day, it's me, Oluwaseyi Akintunde, Mr. Engine. Today, I'm going to talk about Backtrain. Backtrain. What is Backtrain? Backtrain is a component in internal combustion engine that actuates the opening and closing of your engine valve. That is Backtrain. It is responsible to make sure that your valve open and close both the exhaust and the inlet. That is the valve train. What is the function of valve train? The valve train has the function to actuate open and closing of valves. But in some engine design, like in Caterpillar 311Cs or in Detroit engine, your valve train also responsible for actuating your injectors. That is, we are talking about single cylinder injectors. It is also the valve train that operates, because it has 3 fingers instead of 2 to operate your injector. That's the valve train. It opens and closes your intake and exhaust valve. It also, in some engine design, it actuates your injectors. And it's also responsible for actuating to control the air in some engine design to make sure that the air mixture is adequate for the engine. That is the function of valve train. Now, valve train, there are components of valve train that we need to understand very well. Let's go. The first one is camshaft. Hope you have subscribed to this channel. If you have not, please go and subscribe to my channel. Why? Because I keep producing videos like this that will really help you to build you up when it comes to internal combustion engine. Now let us go. Let's go to camshaft. What is your camshaft? Your camshaft has the primary objective of operating your valve train. In fact, it is the brain behind the valve train. It's a shaft that has lobes on it, more than one lobes on it. It is the lobes or cams that it uses to actuate your valves. But the camshaft is not doing that alone. The camshaft is working with tapped valve, or some call it cam follower. What is the cam follower? It is the cam follower that sits on the camshaft lobes. It has direct contact with the camshaft lobes. That is when it comes to overhead valve engine. Because in some engine design, which I'm going to discuss in another video, that talk about overhead cam, the operation of the valve train is quite different there. But when it comes to overhead valve, we are talking about, after your camshaft, there is cam follower on it. It is the cam follower that your camshaft is actuating. Now, the third one that we are going to talk about is your pushrod. Your pushrod is a long rod that is converting the motion of your camshaft to transfer it to your rocker arm. It transfers it to your rocker arm. It is a long rod. It is due to the crankshaft in the pushrod. It's a pushrod have a direct contact with your cam follower, then in touch with direct contact with your rocker arm. So it is a pushrod now that transfer the motion generated from your camshaft that take it up to your rocker arm. That is the work of camshaft. And if it's not properly set, your camshaft can bend. What can actually bend your camshaft? I will do a video for that. That is why it is always good to subscribe to my channel, so that anytime I release another video, not only to subscribe, you also press the notification bell, so anytime I release a video, you will always see it, so that you can follow me and you will go to learn everything, everything about internal combustion engine. Now let us go. We have mentioned your camshaft, we have mentioned your tapped valve, which is your cam follower, your pusher. Now let us go to your rocker arm. It is your rocker arm that has direct contact with your valve. It's your rocker arm that actuates both your inlet and your exhaust valve. But remember, your rocker arm can only open your valves. You can see it on the screen. It has a finger that operates on it, and this message is passing right from your camshaft. Your camshaft pass the message to your tappet valve to your pusher, then now your pusher to your rocker arm, and then your rocker arm now is actuating your valves. Just as I said before, in some engine design, your rocker arm is also actuating your injectors. So it is the duty of your rocker arm to open your valves. Now, if your rocker arm open your valves, and remember, your rocker arm too must also be lubricated. If there is no lubrication on top of your rocker arm after you start an engine, then there is a problem. It's either the oil pump is weak or the passage. There's something wrong with the passage of the oil pump or the oil gallery that makes the oil not to reach the up of your rocker arm. So when you start engine, personally, that is the one thing I watch for. I make sure that at the top of my rocker arm there is lubricant, there is oil supply on it. If there is no oil supply on it, then check what is actually responsible for that, because that will damage your rocker arm. So your rocker arm must be well lubricated. Now, after your rocker arm, remember I said your rocker arm only open your valves. Then what closes your valve? Then we go to your valve spring. Your valve spring is small, but a mighty and integral part of your valve train. It is the duty of your valve spring now to close your valve when your rocker arm open it. So if your valve, it is the duty of your valve spring now to return it, to close it. So if your valve spring is bad, it is better for you to replace it. If not, you notice that your valve will not sit very well. Then we are talking about valve train. Where is the valve? You can see it on the screen. Majority of us knows it. There are different type of valve, but this one we call it mushroom type. This is a mushroom type of valve. It has a head and a stem. It is the stem that your rocker arm actuates on it. Your rocker arm actuates on the stem that makes sure that it opens and closes with the help of the spring. That is the valve. These are the components. Also, your belt timing too is also part of your internal. It's also part of your valve train. Your belt, it is your belt, or sometimes in some engine design it might be shaped. This also is a part of your valve string. All these components, their job is to make sure that your inlet and exhaust valve open and close. That is the duty of it. So they're responsible for that. Hope you have learned something from this video. If you have done so, then go to the comment section. Tell me which video do you really want me to do next. Or if you have any question from this video, go to the comment section and tell me, Mr. Engine, there's something that you said that I don't understand. I'll quickly clear you. Immediately I'll reply you. Before 24 hours, I'll already reply my comment. Thank you so much. After this video, in my description, I'm going to put another video that you need to watch. And what is that video? How to mount crankshaft. I know you have been mounting crankshaft, but there is something I said in that video that I'm going to add to your knowledge that really help you on how to mount crankshaft. And watch out for my next video, which is pre-combustion engine. How does it work? That is, we have direct injection, which is diengine, and we also have IDI, which is indirect injection. In my next video, I'm going to talk about indirect injection, but I will title it pre-combustion chamber. How does it work? I would like to see you in that video. Like for you to watch that video. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel and do well to give thumbs up for this job well done. It's me, Mr. Engine Oluwaseyi Akintunde. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See you in my next video. Thank you.